Alright everyone, well listen, I was very quickly wanting to talk about Cyberworld Grimlock here because I just got him. I played around with him for the last hour or so, and I'm smitten. I really, really like this toy and I want to talk about it. The Cyberworld line is coming out soon. This guy is the sort of first one I managed to get my hands on. We've got this box here that he comes in. Obviously this is a line that's skewing really towards kids, 6 and up. That's a good thing. We like toys for kids. Got a lot of nice artwork on it. But also we're seeing all the stuff that this toy can do, but also the sweet toys that are coming. You know, we've got this weird dragon wolf Galvatron with a moustache. We've got an alright looking Bumblebee. Dinobot Snarl, Skybite, who is a shark on wheels. Yes, give me all of this stuff. Give me the Scorponok that's coming. Absolutely down for this line. And this is a really good indicator of things to come. If this is how good and how fun this line is, then it's going to be an all-timer. I'm really into this. What makes it so fucking good is the play features. Because I'll be honest, it looks like one of those authentic toys that you would get out of discount stores like B&M. It's not a kick in the arse off that. The plastic feels better, but there's still definitely a lot of hollowness going on. But it is weightier, and the joints are nicer, and there's a hell of a lot more going on with it. So let's have a look. So without doubt, the biggest reason for the success of this toy is the gimmicks. The amount of stuff that's going on in this toy, and it's all really simple gimmicks too. Nothing's too complex, which is good for me, you know, being an actual idiot. But I like things like this now. I've often spoke about how the last couple of years, the main Transformers, you know, adult collectors line has been less and less fun as time's gone on, and we've sort of sacrificed a lot for accuracy in terms of play features. That's not to say that toys don't come out that are good. I just got the Fallen, and he's great. He's a fantastic toy, but you know, it's because it does have stuff that you can do with it, and it's kind of versatile. So yeah, that's a really good toy. But as you've probably seen in the last couple of years, or last couple of months anyway, Metal Cardbot's taken over, and you can definitely see there's a chunky aesthetic that I seem to like these days. Colourful. Even this guy, I mean, he's not exactly what you'd call colourful, but there's enough splashes of colour on it to keep him interesting. It's obviously very recognisable as Grimlock. The first thing you'll probably notice is he's got a big Dinobot, or a big dinosaur arm, big T-Rex head arm. Not exactly the most articulated lad in the world, but isn't that cool? Look at that. Pull this thing here. Rah, rah, rah. So he's got a chomping action, and I'm into that. Look at those little arms. Very, very cute. You also have this Gatling gun on the end of this arm. It isn't just a Gatling gun arm, there is a sculpted fist here. The Gatling gun is removable as well, so if you just want him to have his standard arm, as it were, you can do that. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can. The button here, and that spins. Absolutely fucking marvellous. I'm very into it. Again, when it comes to the articulation side of it, surprisingly, so you've got a waist swivel for the transformation. It comes back on its own. Excellent. And there's enough knee and swivel at the thighs. You also have a pretty good good ankle tilt for the transformation, which is very welcome. See, I'm going to say things like thigh instead of ankle because I'm doing this live. I'm not scripting this. I haven't scripted a thing for this video. Yeah, so let's move on to the next thing. Alright, so in this mode there is a few things you can do. The first thing is the mech mode, which again is a very funny idea. All you're doing is taking this front piece off, pulling it down like that, pulling these arms up, and there's a post in the middle here that comes up too. We have this, we take the T-Rex, top of the T-Rex head off, we plug it in here, and it creates a sort of weird dino mouth throne, which I think you'll agree is fantastic. We'll move this forward, turn these around. It's up to yourself what you want to do with the legs. I like to kind of give them a little bit of bend for this mode. And there we have this mech. Now obviously it's going to be for other Cyberworld toys. There's been no Cyberworld toys yet. So I'm going to substitute in a little Blocky's Optimus Prime, and we'll try and get him in here and see if he fits. He just about fits, I would say. If he fits, if he sits, he fits. That's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, that's fun. A little daft mech for Optimus Prime? Yes, absolutely. I will probably get the Prime when it comes out. The smaller ones, I don't know, it must be pretty small. He can't be much bigger than a Blocky, if that's the case. But that's a very fun concept, if you get my drift. So if we take this back off. Alright, Grimlock man. You can also Grimlock can also do a sort of a sideways glum look. Oh, like that. Anyway, we want to get that, take the Grimlock head. Now this comes off. The actual T-Rex head comes off with a good bit of force, enough for you to think, I am breaking the toy that I have just bought, as well as this arm. So both of these arms come off, leaving him looking in a pretty sorry state, if I'm honest. We've got the Gatling gun. So what we do is here, we take this sort of skeleton of the skull of Grimlock, and we put this back on top, but we pull it down into another hole, so it sits like this. So we have this sort of weird overbite situation, and then we put this in here. Now you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck are you talking about? What is that? What is that supposed to be when it's at home? I'm not entirely sure. The idea is it's some sort of Gatling gun mounted thing. Like, alright, fair dues. What we can do is take this peg that's at the bottom and we can stick it in here. So then we have this very odd turret mode. The idea is that we get Prime. Whoa. And we stick him on this. And he's got like a sort of a turret mode. And he's got this little sort of weird, I don't know, flying vehicle or something? I don't know. All I know is I think it's cool that we're getting these fucking daft features that no one really cares about or asked for as adult collectors, but I'm really enjoying it. Okay, let's get this back on. Plug this back in. The other cool thing about this mode is that you can, when you're in this kind of mech mode, because that peg at the front is a 5mm peg, so you can just add whatever. You can be like, right, Metroplex's gun from his arm plugs in there, and you can use that if you like. So there's a lot of options on the table is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say, if you just fucking listen. So yeah, Grimlock in this mode, pretty spectacular. The turret mode, I'm not sure, I'm sure it'll have other stuff that you can plug it into down the line. But yeah, let's do the transformation. The transformation's really easy. There's only a couple of steps to it. All we're doing is lifting this head up and turning it, and then these arms are out on ball joints and we're pulling those out. The head goes down and clips in, and we pull over this section here, pull this guy up. Now this is the part that's probably going to be the most controversial, because it does look like shit, right? So we're turning the waist here and it snaps into place, it clips into place, and then we're making these legs, we're folding them in, and we're using this ankle tilt. Listen to that noise, man. Excellent. Ugh. And this is and this is Grimlock. This is the T-Rex mode. Now I know you're thinking that looks shite, and I kinda agree with you, but at the same time, isn't that very funny? Look at how can you dislike? He looks sad at the situation that he's in. But yeah, tail still works, of course. Very, very funny. Another cool thing that, again, I didn't even notice until I just came to do this. There's this section here that just pulls up, and this sticks out, and there's a little peg. So I'm assuming that when you get Prime or whatever, or any of the toys, they're going to have holes in the back so that you can then peg them on in the back and on the crotch and make it extra sturdy, because right now I'm going to have to just balance it. But still, that's not bad. I mean, it is. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that that's the best Grimlock I've ever seen, but it's also fucking, yeah, great. He's got a little seat for Optimus to sit on. What more do you want? A T-Rex that looks like a T-Rex? It's not going to happen. Not on our watch. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this really quickly. I am so excited now for Cyberworld. I may have called it Cyberverse many times through this video, but that's only because I'm an idiot. I don't know if I'll do many more of these unscripted videos. This was just a wee daft thing because I was excited about a toy as a 42-year-old man. Let me know what you think about it in the comments and how I got this wrong. I must have done something. I must have fucked it up somehow, eh? But yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you later. Bye.